It's clear that Ryan Garcia has had issues with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, but now Oscar has lost it as Floyd Mayweather has signed Ryan Garcia. Ryan's recent drama with his promoters has sparked debates on whether Oscar De La Hoya really supports his fighters. Ryan stated, "One thing that's been on my heart is the statements that Bernard made where he'll decide if I'm going to finish or if I should continue boxing after this fight. He doesn't decide that. My coach does, my team does, everybody that grinds with me day in and day out, that's who decides. Nobody was telling him when to stop boxing. He stopped boxing at 45? So kudos to him." Another thing that I want to touch on is Oscar saying that we misinterpret what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language I don't know. Hopkins also said that he calls out all the bullshit, the lies. The last time I checked, he said he'd never lose to a white boy, and then Joe Smith Jr. knocked him out of the ring in Hopkins' final fight. The last time I checked, Joe Smith Jr. was white, so they are lying. Oscar De La Hoya decided to throw Ryan under the bus by questioning his mental state. Oscar stated, "I have to say that I'm really concerned about Ryan Garcia's state of mind. Considering his history of mental instability, which he's documented himself, his current erratic behavior shows he's clearly not focused on Saturday's fight. You won't take my calls. Ryan, I hope you're okay." As a promoter, Oscar De La Hoya doesn't have a lot of friends who respect him, and it shows in his peers.
Oscar De La Hoya is two-faced. He's a liar. Total phony. Whatever my personal things are with De La Hoya was a bad boy with his career and everything else. I respect that. I respect what Oscar De La Hoya did in the ring.
As a fighter.
Like I told you, I respected Oscar as a fighter, whatever. We met, we were cool, he came to some UFCs. I'd be at home, he'd have a fight on, I'd promote his fight on my social media, whatever. We'd do Mayweather-McGregor, and he starts telling people, "Do not buy this fight. This fight is a disgrace to boxing, blah, blah, but I'll fight Conor McGregor."
Right.
And then he comes back and says, I want to patch things up with Dana. We will never be friends. I respect him as a fighter.
Right.
I'm going to watch his documentary. But yeah, personally,
According to Oscar, he believes that Ryan needs someone to tell him things straight, like Floyd Mayweather did with him. Oscar stated, "From my experience, Garcia needs authority. He needs military. He needs someone who's going to tell him what to do and not be afraid. I had that as well. The one trainer that I most respected, the one trainer that would get me out of bed at 4:30 in the morning when I didn't want to get up, was Floyd Mayweather Sr. He would literally throw a bucket of water over my head so I could wake up, but that's what I needed." Floyd Mayweather commented on Oscar's promoting practices when he didn't appear at Ryan's presser for his fight against Gervonta Davis. Floyd stated, "When it's all said and done, Oscar De La Hoya's not my promoter. We all approach situations in a different way. If I'm with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I've always spoken about loyalty. Loyalty is a lifestyle, not an action." At the same time, Floyd criticized Ryan's following when he compared him to Gervonta's star power. Floyd stated, "Tank got his followers from kicking ass. Ryan Garcia got his from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter. Tank is a fighter." Oscar didn't think that Floyd's comment was very professional, and he stated, "So Ryan Garcia's not a fighter? He's been fighting since he was 6 years old. He has 200+ amateur fights. I don't care where his followers come from, if they come from Mars. The fact is, his followers are selling this fight. And plus, don't you remember you fought YouTubers? Are you putting YouTubers down? You profited from them. I can't with you, dude. You're a dumbass. I can't wait. April 22nd, Ryan Garcia's knocking out Tank Davis." Floyd really doesn't care what Oscar thinks, and he doesn't understand how he can think that he was able to help other fighters beat him when Floyd ended up beating him and the other fighters as well.
Oscar De La Hoya, I kicked his and everybody that Oscar De La Hoya gave the blueprint to, I kicked their too. Oscar De La Hoya, how you gonna have a blueprint on how to beat me and you didn't beat me? I don't give two flying about it.
Oscar tried to settle things by calling for a rematch with Floyd, and Oscar stated, "Obviously, he's all about the money. This would be probably the biggest fight out there for him. I believe it would be bigger than him fighting McGregor. It would be bigger than him fighting Logan Paul or whoever he's bound to fight next. I think that people want to see real fights. People want to see legend versus legend, champion versus champion. This is what we do. This is what we've done for practically all our lives. People, not that they're getting tired of seeing these exhibitions, but people want to see real fights. I strongly feel that a fight with Floyd would be massive, would be huge. That alone would attract Floyd Mayweather. I strongly feel a fight with me and Floyd can easily generate 5 million homes. Not everyone sees Oscar in a negative light though, as Floyd Schofield actually feels like he's part of a family by signing with Golden Boy Promotions.
Everybody talk trash about Oscar and all this other stuff, and you know, because they just want to jump on the bandwagon about the talk with Ryan and them, but they don't get to experience what we get to experience on a daily basis. Oscar checking in day to day, Bernard coming in my camp willing to help me out. So being that Golden Boy, like, it's changed our lives, and they treat us with the utmost respect and like we family. And people might say it's for show, but I mean, it's showing. I mean, Oscar literally goes out his way to them there every day, contact me, check up on me. And I feel like it's bigger than just, you know, money
Boxing.
at the end of the day.
You feel like being with Golden Boy Promotions is like a family.
It's kind of like a family because they treat me with respect. I mean, we'll see where it goes. Like I said, time will tell. But as of right now, I feel like this is the best decision we made. And everybody, you know, told my dad he was crazy for making this decision. Now look at this. We co-main event on big cards like this. On
Twice.
Games. Twice, yeah. And now it's like people got to eat their words.
Ryan Garcia's lawyer doesn't think that Oscar's going about business very well, though, and he stated, a promoter is supposed to promote a fight and back their fighters, especially when you have a superstar like Ryan Garcia. I don't think anyone inside or outside of boxing thinks they're promoting Ryan properly. It's just really difficult to figure out why Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins say some of the bizarre things they say. It's also odd that Oscar says other people around Ryan are in his ear, as if Ryan's not smart and his own person and has the ability to think for himself. Ryan is a smart guy and a lot smarter than them, I can tell you that. Ryan is reacting to what they are doing. He doesn't need a team to figure out what they're saying and what Ryan is experiencing for himself. You can't create a narrative that he's getting bad advice. The source of the problems are them saying bizarre things that are not appropriate for a promoter to be saying. Ryan articulately reacted to the disrespect he experienced. I was extremely disappointed at the conduct of two 50-plus-year-old guys who are supposed to be promoting and moving Ryan's career forward. Ryan wants to continue to fight in 2024 and doesn't want anything to stop him. What that structure is like depends on the future litigation. Certainly, what they've done in this fight has not helped their own cause in the ongoing legal matters. Floyd Mayweather has definitely mentioned that he'd sign Ryan Garcia if he ever became available. Floyd stated, "I'm not looking to sign Ryan, but if he wants to sign and he's free, I'd sign him. If I'm not mistaken, he's under contract. Hypothetically, if Ryan gets free, will Ryan Garcia be with Mayweather Promotions or PBC? Absolutely. It's only if he's free. Who doesn't want to work with the best? There were no titles on the line, but they made great money and nobody had to pay sanctioning fees. They can say whatever they want to say, but nobody's more knowledgeable about the sport of boxing than me, and nobody's been to the highest level in PPV. You look at the numbers, it's crazy. There are levels to this, but I respect everybody's level. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.